Man, the Cincinnati Bengals are at it again. They have decided to franchise tag T. Higgins. This is coming from Adam Schefter. After designating T. Higgins as their franchise player for the second straight year, the Bengals said they did so with the intent of continuing to work toward a long-term deal in Cincinnati. I don't think I've ever seen this type of approach to keeping an NFL player. T. Higgins has been wanting a new deal for a long time, and the franchise tag was applied to him for the 2024 season. Now it is being applied to him for 2025. In addition to that, they did not choose to pay Ja'Marr Chase last season, resulting in him to take a $50 million insurance policy out for himself. You also have Trey Hendrickson, who they refused to extend him when it was obvious that he wanted to be extended. He also wanted a trade request. He requested to be traded last offseason. There's one thing I can say about my Detroit Lions, and Brad Holmes has shown me that he will pay the players he drafted. He will give them fair compensation, and not like the Cincinnati Bengals have done. Now, T. Higgins, according to Schefter, let's go back to this report here. According to Schefter, as a matter of fact, if we go to NFL.com, soon as I find it, NFL.com, how much is T. Higgins going to make this season? His tag value is at $26.2 million. As of the making of this video, these are the only two players in the National Football League that have been franchise tagged. And you can use the franchise tag 2 years in a row for a player. Can I just say I absolutely despise the franchise tag. I hate it with everything. I think it is so unfair. I think it favors the team over the player. Yes, you are given the average salaries of the top 5 or 10 highest paid people at your position. They average it out, and that's what the salary is. Your salary is for that year. But the franchise tag only benefits the team. It does not benefit the player. If, let's use the Detroit Lions, for example. Let's say we decided to not extend Aiden Hutchinson. He was drafted in the first round. We're going to keep him for 4 years. We're going to pick up his 5th-year option. That's 5. After that, instead of extending him, signing him to a new deal, we're going to franchise tag him. That's year 6. Then instead of doing it after that, we're going to franchise tag him again for year 7. Hate it. Do not like it at all. Now, T. Higgins would have been smart to do like Danielle Hunter did. I believe it was Danielle Hunter a couple years ago with the Minnesota Vikings. He signed another deal for that 1 year with the caveat that he could not be franchise tagged after the season was over. Maybe T. Higgins should have done the same thing. This is what the Cincinnati Bengals do, though. It's what they do. This guy is a monster. There's no reason that he should not be paid. I understand that they have to sign Ja'Marr Chase. I understand that. But at the same time, if you draft good, you got to be willing to let people go. You got to either pay them or you got to let them go. And the Cincinnati Bengals just continue in my opinion, to just wet the bed. They don't care about their players like they should. And these aren't even like free agents. Let's take a look at what T. Higgins has done in his career. 2nd round pick, made a name for itself with his time with the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, his worst year was 2 seasons ago. This guy franchise tagged again, and he doesn't have to make Ja'Marr Chase money, but he could be compensated with a fair contract. A fair contract. I want to know, according to Spot Track, what his market value would be. See if I can type that in real quick. T. Higgins. Let's see what they give me. They might not give it to me because he's already been franchise tagged. Yeah, it's already been updated. So they've already updated with the franchise tag. Yep. So this is what the Cincinnati Bengals do. They still have, and I saw a report that they are looking to trade Sam Hubbard, their defensive line player. They also have to figure out what they're going to do with Trey Hendrickson. So they have T. Higgins and Trey. Both players have, okay, so Jamar Chase, I can't remember what year he's in. He's either in, I know that Trey has one more year on his contract. Let me look it up real quick. Let's look up Jamar Chase because I'm a little. So Jamar Chase is in his 5th year option. He is currently owed $21 million is what he will be making for the 2025 NFL season. I wonder if he's going to play. The Cincinnati Bengals decided to pick up his 5th year option this time last year, and they are going to do what they usually do. There's no way to me he doesn't pay or he doesn't play if he doesn't get paid. I just don't see it happening. He's probably going to be paid the highest paid wide receiver in the league for the current moment, and it'll be interesting to see. But T. Higgins looks like they're going to, and Joe Burrow even said like, yo, I'll take less money for you to make sure that these people stay. So you've got one person down, T. Higgins. I don't know if they actually extend him, if they work that out, because they've got to take care of Jamar Chase. And like I said, Trey Hendrickson, he is under contract for another year. He's only making about 14 and a half. So this is going to be very interesting, but I absolutely despise the franchise tag. I feel sorry. Yes, T. Higgins is getting $26 million, but this guy has been asking for a deal for years. He has earned a deal, but yet they keep doing what they're doing. They just keep paying people off, and I wouldn't be surprised if after this year, their core is just gone. Joe Burrow will have to find new targets. Their defense already is terrible, and now they play too many games for my liking. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Did you see this coming? Did you think they were going to let him walk? Did you think they're going to let him? I don't understand how you've been working on a contract for years and you still can't pick a number. You still can't pick a number. So this is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say in the comment section below. Subscribe to Sports Syndicate NFL for your favorite teams, information, and more NFL content.